Hey,
Hey, can you see
you
me?
see? No, okay, I've got to turn it around. Yeah, there you go.
Hey. Sorry about that, guys. Mercury retrograde is in full swing.
Yes,
Wait,
it is.
when you freeze, I done the Scorpio.
Ah,
Yeah, we was gonna go into Scorpio, so I done Scorpio, but I just go over it again. You know what I
yes,
mean? I'll just
Scorpio and Cancer. Let me
so the
check my
Scorpion, I said before, Scorpion Cancer is very magnetic.
Mhm.
The Scorpions can help Cancer open up sexually and explore things sexually. They can create themes of power and mystery together. Cancer is not really intimidated by Scorpion's deep, dark behavior and the mood swings because I think they see a bit of that in them anyway. Scorpio rules Cancer's fifth house of like love, friendship, um, kids, creativity as well. So sometimes you'll find with Cancers when they are very creative, the reason why they're so dark and deep is because of the Scorpio influence. Hence, Stephen King, his books are
Mm,
very dark, so he can delve deep into all that, and he can delve deep into the character's psyche. So that's what I would say for them. But they are, yeah, I would say that's a good relationship. Not like the Pisces one. Pisces is more. We're gonna talk about that another time. But this one's more of a nice balance, not too dark. When Scorpio gets to a Pisces, it's very dark, it's very
yeah,
mysterious, and it's
I'm
more.
trying to transform and control, and
There's a lot of that going on because I'll say that cancers
it's
are
very fantasy, like with a Pisces and
very.
Scorpio, very fantasy.
Because I think
Yeah.
with Cancer will provide security for Scorpio, which Scorpion craves, but Cancer's obsessed with Scorpio.
Okay.
Scorpio obsessed with Pisces. Pisces obsessed with themselves. But but do you know what I mean? But yeah, so this Cancers will chase Scorpio more, should I
Okay.
say?
I think because Cancer, when I think about Cancerians, they're quite light and bright, and Scorpios are very brooding and dark and sexy and stuff like that. And Cancers can be sexy, but Scorpios got that bad boy,
Yeah,
bad girls. Do you know what I mean?
magnetism. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the bad boy hooking up with the good girl. It's that type of thing, and I feel like with that pairing also. Like you said, I think with a Cancerian, they can allow a Scorpio to evolve and open up. I should say more than evolve, open up, because Scorpios are quite guarded emotionally. They
Mm,
only allow a few people to get close. They're not very trusting of individuals. But with Cancers, they find a safe haven with them, and it's like, okay, I think I can trust you, but I'm still going to be a little bit on guard. But I'll show you how I feel through passion, through love making. And
mm,
Cancers can provide that, like you mentioned before, that
security.
safe, yeah, security, safe haven. Let's make love. We don't have to have frantic sex. Let's have, you know what I mean? Scorpios about, we don't have to be Kama Sutra. Let's just make love and merge and bond. And Scorpio's like, yeah, I'm all about merging. I'm all about merging. I want to unearth your mind. I want to know about your ex-partners. And I'm only joking, but do you know what I mean?
Cancers will let them, whereas if they're with Pisces, it will be like, I need to know more.
Mm.
But with Cancers, like,
Because
okay.
Pisces are like a illusion for them. They can't even grasp. Do you know what I mean? And normally Scorpios are used to people chasing them and being obsessed with them. But now
Which
the
Cancers
table's
do.
turned.
Which
Yeah.
Cancers do. Because, like with Prince Charles and Camilla, do you know what I
So
mean?
Charles is a Scorpio.
He's Scorpio, she's Cancer.
Ah.
But Cancer and Scorpio, they can be, I'll say it's more of a soulmate.
Yeah, they are soulmates.
They are
They are.
soulmates, but on a not a bad level, but I would say with Cancers, remember Scorpios, they control.
Hmm.
Cancers don't try to control Scorpio, but at the same
No.
time, Scorpions will like let you do what you need to do in order for you to feel secure.
Yeah.
Because Cancers control because they need to feel secure.
Yeah.
They need to know. And Scorpions, they're loyal as well,
They
you
are.
know. But at the same time, Scorpion, they do search for danger a lot.
That's the
They,
Pluto energy, isn't it?
they need a bit of danger, a bit of excitement. So if you ain't got it, they'll try and bring that out of you, or try and make you.
So to have like a fiery type of explosive connection.
Remember, they rule by Mars, you know. So there's two type of energies going on: Pluto and Mars.
Yeah. So I want to unearth you, and I want that danger for a lot. That's why I feel like with Scorpios, I know we're discussing cancers with Scorpios. When it comes to Scorpios and Leos, Leos are supposed to be their fatal attraction, because with Leos they find them exciting. They find them exciting. They find Leos danger, because
you rule their fourth house
of home.
So you provide the security, but at the same time, Leos, they need that freedom.
Yeah, space. Do you know what I mean?
Scorpions, why you have space? I think Scorpions are obsessed with Pisces and Leo. That's it.
Too much, you know.
That's it. Because
tell us about your experiences with Scorpio, guys. Comment below.
Yeah, please do. You know, obviously we're going to do a video on Scorpio, you know, especially when it comes to Scorpio season. Do you know what I mean? But I will say that this relationship, it's a long-lasting one. There may be some breakups, but it's very long-lasting at the same time.
I feel like they'll always find themselves back to each other, because like you said, it's a soulmate connection, isn't it?
It is soulmate
connection. Okay, Saggy and Cancer.
So, Cancers, you know, they're very sentimental, as we know, and emotional. Sagittarius are very restless. They like to seek the truth, freedom, far away, like traveling, having mentors, you know, higher learning. And, you know, just when they spend time together, it can be a bit difficult, because Sagittarius, it rules Cancer's 6th house, you know, of health. So sometimes you'll find with Cancer, they, when it comes to them being healthy, it's very all over the place. It's very Sagittarian, you know. So I'm gonna be healthy. Oh, but I like that. So it's very all over the place. But Sagittarius can help Cancers, you know, be adventurous when it comes to like working out, for instance, because Sagittarius, they do like to work out, so they can help them work out. Also, not in a sense of Highland, they get that more from Pisces, but you know, just be more like adventurous, like traveling to different places, you know,
take them abroad and see the world.
Definitely. And you know, and also help them. I wouldn't really say be consistent, but I just say to them, just be more adventurous in terms of them being healthy, you know, as well as, but you know, but I wouldn't, but this relationship is very Cancer will always have to sort of chase Sagittarians, try to pin them down in order to know what's going on, because Sagittarians are always seeking the truth somewhere else, and they'll seek it here, they seek it there, and they're traveling here, traveling there. They're very restless people, and Cancers, when you're restless, they'll feel insecure, because they don't know if they're coming or going, especially if you're hard to pin down. It's not healthy for Cancers.
I think with a Cancer and Sagittarius, a friendship is good, but with a Sagittarius, they can learn from a Cancer how to stay still, how to stand still. You know, it's not their genetic makeup, because they are the explorers of the zodiac. You know what I mean? They have to explore, they have to see what's going on. But I feel more like a friendship with this pairing.
They'll have fun. They'll have fun.
They'll have a lot of fun together. And like you said, Sagittarius can teach Cancer, you know, come out of your shell. Come on, literally, come out of your shell. Yeah, you know, let's see the world. Let's see what's going on in the world. You know, so it's a good friendship, I'll say. A relationship can stem from this, but again, you have to be highly evolved to understand that your partner may be more home, you know, like wants to be in the home, and you have to understand that your partner may be here, there, and everywhere. You know, trying to seek different things from different, you know, so it can work, especially if you're in a long distance relationship. If you want a long distance relationship, then it can work. You know what I mean? If you like your own space and you require, you know, depending on what you got in your chart, if you've got some Uranian contacts there, it can work. You know what I mean? But if you're a person that's like a double Cancer, it's going to be a bit of a problem. You know, but it can work. But friendship more. Yeah, friendship definitely. More. Okay. Cancer and Capricorn.
Right, this is your opposite. You know, this is Cancer's opposite. You know, it's your descendant. So sometimes if you are Cancers are being cold in that, is from the Capricorn. You take what your opposite has. And Cancer, they're very, they can bring a softer, you rule seventh house. So with Cancers, because they
that makes sense why they're always drawn to each other.
Because they crave security. That's what Capricorns will provide for them. Especially
Structure.
Definitely. And also with Cancers, if they like empath,
Yep,
you
freeze.
it freezes again.
Yeah,
so with Capricorn, they can help them, like if they want like contracts and that, they can help them do that. This is what happens in the contract. Also business relationship, they can have a very good business relationship with each other, but at the same time Capricorns are not very good at emoting their feelings, which Cancers can help them do, because Capricorns, they work very hard. Remember, I think this relationship it could last because Cancers understand why Capricorns work the way they do. They can understand why they appear cold when they're actually not, because Capricorns are very sensitive. Like I said, seventh house. They can balance Cancers can help Capricorn balance home and work life together. And then also Capricorns can teach Cancer, don't be so emotional when it comes to work. This is a business. This is how you have to get ahead. You can't be crying in meetings. You have to be really, serious, really serious. And this is how you'll get ahead. So that can help. But at the same time, because they rule each other, it's opposites. They take from each other. It's like a balance thing. I would say that this relationship could work. I've not seen a lot of Cancer and Capricorn relationships working, to be honest.
No.
I think Capricorns hurt Cancers, but just because of the fact that they can be very cold and there's a selfishness to them.
Yeah, there's a selfishness. I remember Cancers are all about empathy.
Yeah.
And they don't feel that. They need to feel. So they don't feel that. They feel the coldness from Capricorn. Remember, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, very Saturnian and a cold planet. That, although they know if they was to penetrate, they'll get to the heart of Capricorn. But after a while, Cancers may feel they haven't got time to try and penetrate the heart.
Too much.
Just show me who you are now, or let's just move on. And I feel like with this pairing, a Capricorn may find Cancer too emotional.
Yes.
They might, and they don't deal with emotion. It's too much. So it will be quite rigid, this pairing. But again, if they're highly evolved, maybe if they were teenagers, it might not work. But maybe in some cases you still see adults that are Capricorn and Cancer, and that still doesn't work, right? But maybe if they're elder, if they're met when they're in their 50s or something, when they've gone through their maybe second Saturn return, they will have an appreciation for each other, and that's when it could work, I feel. Maybe definitely. After a second Saturn return or something.
Definitely.
Lessons and all of that. But yeah, yes and no.
It's a karmatic relationship, isn't it? It's karmatic.
Very transformative.
Anyone that's your opposite, guys, whoever's your opposite, like I'm Pisces, my opposite's Libra, you're Leo, your opposite's Aquarius, any opposite is your karmatic relationship. So sometimes you'll find you'll go out and you will split up. You go out, you split up, because in the past, you promised, you had a contract to be with each other, to find each other, and you get together and you split up, you get together and you split up. This is the way it is until you find each other again in another past life. It's karmatic. It's a bond that cannot be broken, unfortunately.
It can't be broken, but
it's a contract, isn't it? It's a contract.
It is a contract, but with karmatic connections, sometimes you learn that lesson within that connection, and regardless if you've learned that lesson or not, you can move on and you can cut off that connection entirely. But if you find some people are still trapped in this karmatic cycles because there's still a lesson that needs to be learned that they're refusing to see. So even if you are with your opposing sign, yes, it can work sometimes, but sometimes it's clearly not working. But there's still some sort of a lesson that needs to be learned from this thing. But by staying in that cycle, it could create pain. But the thing is, the reason why both people stay is because they don't know subconsciously there's a lesson we're supposed to learn. Maybe you're supposed to marry this person. Maybe this person's supposed to give you your first child. Maybe this person's supposed to give you a lesson to make you learn to have self-love for yourself in order to release that person and move on and find that respect and love that, you know. So it's a lot.
I think anyone that comes into your life, any person coming into your life, it's just a lesson. Anyone.
You learn something. You learn
from. If you got 10 people and you don't end up with any, in the end you end up alone. You are meant to be with these 10 people to learn something. Anyone come into your life, whether it's friendships,
nothing's an accident.
You know what I mean? We're all here like in the 3D thing, isn't it? So it's not. It's like a dream. Sometimes a nightmare. But people come into your life for a reason. You know.
Definitely. It's never. You know, even when I look back on my relationships, I always think to myself, you know, wow, that happened. But then it always ties you with the next person. And then there's some similarity with an individual that you find in another person, but it could be enhanced. You know what I mean? So there's always, whether it's friendships, people are in your life for a reason. I always believe that nothing's ever an accident. No experience is ever an accident. Even the most traumatic experience, it makes you who you are. You gain strength from it and you evolve. Do you know what I mean? We're all about evolution. We're all about evolving. That's the whole point. But relationships as well. But like I said, going back to the Capricorn and Cancer, it depends on the individual and it depends on if they're evolved. If the Capricorn's going to be in their lower energies and they're going to be detached and cold and selfish, then just stay away from the Cancer, please.
I think this relationship is the least one that could work out of all the opposites. The least. Speaking of that, you know, with Cancer and Aquarius, I've not seen that relationship ever. Have you?
I've heard more friendships in that area. More friendships, because Aquarius are they're social butterflies, you know. But Cancer's like that security, so that might be a bit of an issue. Cancers may find Aquarius to not be loyal, though, in some cases, whether in relationships. Even if they're not doing anything, they may suspect, are they cheating on me? I don't know. This is what I'm picking up by Aquarius's energy, because they have got that free-spirited, belong to every group sort of energy, right?
They're very detached.
Yeah, and Cancers can't deal with detached.
Because Cancers rule their what is it? It's a 6th and 8th house thing going on. You know, the quincunx thing. So Aquarius rules Cancer's 6th house. You know, so no, it's not 6th house. I don't know. I'm looking at the Capricorn. Sorry, but Aquarius. You know, Cancers, they won't, like you said, they won't feel they won't feel secure. They won't feel secure with Aquarius, because Aquarius is all about friendships. You know, the mind is very zingy zag, you know, and Cancer will be like, let's speak about feelings, how we feel, and Aquarius will be like trying to intellect about the feelings and emotions. They're very cool, detached, you know. Not to say Aquarians they're not sensitive, they are, but it's a very mind sensitive, should I say. It's very hard for them to get in the heart, and that's what Cancer is going to try and teach them when they come into them. Definitely, Aquarius rules Cancer's 8th house. So in terms of like loans and money, shared resources, they can have shared resources together, you know, because Aquarians, they are detached. So if Cancers are coming across in terms of like money, let's do that. But emotions.
So maybe working as maybe a business partner or maybe a friendship, this pairing will work, because again, with Cancers, they'll just find Aquarius to be too unpredictable, and Cancers depend on predictability. They depend on closeness and, you know, security. Aquarius will not represent that to a Cancerian. They will represent insecurity to a Cancerian.
And also coming from the 8th house thing, Cancers might have a very traumatic time with them.
Yeah, there'll be a very harsh lesson.
Because even though, guys, I'm talking about the houses, this is the houses that rule Cancer. So even though some astrologers will say, oh, you know, this is what it does rule. But my thing is, when you hook up with these people that rule your house, you can have either a good or a bad time with them. And I personally believe that they could have a very traumatic, because of the 8th house thing. 8th house ruled by Scorpio. So they can have a very, when they come out of the relationship, they transform, but very like shaken. Have to get therapy in them thing there.
To their detriment. To their detriment. But I feel with Aquarius, they might just find Cancer too safe.
Yeah, too emotional.
They might find them too safe in a sense of, because Aquarius remember, they're ruled by Uranus. Uranus is all about sudden shocks and unpredictability.
They need
they
this.
like that. They like that. But with a Cancerian, they're ruled by the moon. The moon is quite stable. You know, it ebbs and flows. They might find Cancer too moody. They might feel, I need to seek excitement elsewhere. I want something different. Remember, Uranus energy, right? So a Cancer may find Aquarius to be not loyal. And if they're in a relationship with an Aquarius, they'll have suspicion, even if the Aquarius is not doing anything. They may have some sort of suspicion. Oh, I bet they're cheating. So it will, like you said, it will leave some sort of trauma. Not all cases, guys. Not all cases. Please comment below if you've been in a
Rashid. Hello, Rashida's Cakery. How are you?
Hi, Rashida's Cakery. If you can, butterflies, follow Rashida's Cakery on Instagram.
Yes.
That's Rashida. That's Rashida's Cakery. She does cakes and delicious treats. You can
very delicious, and her shop is open now, isn't it?
Yeah, so please go and check her out. Is that low? What is that? Is that lowercase of Rashida's dash cakery?
Yeah, lowercase dash cakery. Yeah, check her out, guys. She's very good, very delicious cake.
I even posted one of Rashida's cakes for my birthday last year. I got 40 likes on my community board. So you guys, some of you guys have seen it. That was actually one of my other sisters as well.
Where did you post it?
On my community board on YouTube. I posted my birthday cake and I got 40 likes for that. Yeah. No.
I'm gonna have to do it as well.
Yeah, there's a community board there, so you need to just
But you know, my tablet doesn't have the community board. You know, it has to be on my phone.
Oh, is it?
You do it on your phone or tablet?
I do it on my phone.
Yeah, it's best on the phone.
Yeah, do it on my phone.
But yeah, so, and also I think with Aquarius, sorry about that, guys. I now feel for cake. Thank you, empath. But yeah, so I feel for brownie.
Oh,
I feel for brownie.
I might get that later, actually.
Miguel wants me to make us a bloody chocolate sponge. Anyway, sorry guys, sorry. But yeah, so also with Aquarius, they may, because it rules their 6th house Cancer, they may feel that their work life, you know, Aquarius is fixed. They hit the opposite from Leo, you know, so they might think that their work life is suffering because, and their routine, you know, 6th house is routine, so their routine might go out the window. While they're with Cancer, they might start yamming the food too, because Cancers can cook. So they might start yamming that food that they shouldn't be eating. They're trying to be healthy, and they might feel that all their hard work and their work routine is gone out the window because they've got to deal with someone that's very emotional, too emotional for them as well. You know, it's not a bad thing we're saying. We're just talking about the dark side as well, because these things can happen, guys.
It is the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are spilling the tea, guys. I did pre-warn you.
Spilling the tea. Yes, that's what we feel for brownies, don't we, empath?
I feel for sponge.
Oh yes. And so this is what we think. So what do you think, empath, in terms of them being together? I'll
say in a business pairing, this connection could work. Not to say in a relationship it could work also, but a Cancerian will have to allow the Aquarius to have their own space, to know that the Aquarius is going to belong to different social settings and different groups, and to have trust in the relationship. Again, if they're highly evolved Cancerian, then they'll be able to understand that, you know what, we may, and this could also be like a long distance relationship as well, which I feel that Cancers may be a little bit uncomfortable about. Again, guys, please comment below, because you could be married to an Aquarius for 30 years and you think that we're talking absolutely
it's the whole chart, isn't it, sis?
The whole chart. It's the whole chart. And
definitely business.
Yeah, I think, with an Aquarius, they may find a Cancer to be you know, just too routine based, and remember, they want chop and change. They may So let's move on to
last but not least,
Pisces. Sorry about
The
that.
last but not least, so Pisces and Cancer. I've seen a lot of these relationships working, but you know, Pisces broadens Cancer's horizons, broadens their mind. I've seen a lot of instances where Pisces actually, when they're speaking, Cancer's like that. You know, and I'm speaking to myself as well. I can see when I'm speaking to a lot of Cancers, their minds, you see, I didn't know that. Yeah, and also Pisces can teach them a lot about philosophy, spirituality as well. Pisces rules their ninth house, so it's broadened the mind, higher learning. To the relationship, Pisces can also talk Cancer. They can take Cancer's mood swings. They can also help Cancer get out of those mood swings as well. You know, they can, you know, help them together. They can good solitude together. What else? And Cancer, you know, they will need to understand Pisces needs their space, because I think out of all the water signs need space, but I think Pisces needs the most space. They need that time to swim in deep waters, should we say. But Cancers can help Pisces, you know, not to go overboard with like the drink and the drugs if they are addicts. You know, help get balance into their life. Also, Cancers can help Pisces to, you know, because Pisces are very creative. So Cancers can help Pisces keep on that even keel of completing that project. Don't start it and stop. Do you know what I mean? Because Pisces have a habit of doing that. So I'm so grateful I'm at that age where whatever I start, I'm finishing. Do you know what I mean? I think that is to do with the Cancer as well and the moon in Taurus. But do you know what I mean? I think as you get older, you evolve. So, Pisces can help. Cancers can help Pisces do that. Like push them, goad them, because Cancers rules their fifth house. You know, and Pisces rules their ninth house. You know, no, sorry. Pisces rules Cancer's rules Pisces' fifth house of creativity. That's where Pisces get their creativity from. But Pisces rule Cancer's ninth house of learning and teaching. So they can help each other. This relationship could last, but Cancers just need to know Pisces need that space. And I've seen instances where they're in a relationship, but because Pisces wants to just do something else, Cancers don't like it. So the relationship just mashes because Pisces needs that space. And the thing is, Pisces, a lot of them, they don't do your chart, but a lot of them are not very talkative. They just disappear. They're very good at disappearing, swimming away. And Cancer's like, you know, that's why Cancers will find more security with a Scorpio, because it's fixed, it's more stable. Yeah. But I think Cancer will find Pisces more of a challenge. Like, I need to get to know them. I need to understand why they're swimming away. I want more. I want more and more. And Pisces is like, yeah, I'm helping. I'm teaching you. A lot of that. But it can work. The relationship can work, but they just need space.
I feel like
shouldn't take it seriously if they do.
I feel like a Pisces can be drawn to a Cancer because with a Cancer they will feel that comfort, they will feel that security that they may be seeking within themselves, because they know that they have that tendency to, as you say, swim away. But with a Cancerian, there's a level of interest that they may hone into with a Cancerian. It may be a subconscious thought. They may not know why they're drawn to a Cancerian, but I feel it's more to do with, oh, this is my cousin, because they're both water signs, right? They're trining each other. So it's like, okay, there's similarity to myself and this person, and there's a sense of security, stability, and I don't really feel that within myself, because I know that I have that tendency to just disappear. You know what I mean? So there's the energy of them being drawn to that, and then again, like you said, maybe pulling away from that, and maybe thinking to themselves, maybe I weren't quite cut out yet to have that stable life with you. Although I feel like this connection could be a powerful, intense soulmate, higher level soulmate connection. If both partners are highly evolved, they will respect the connection. Pisces is a water sign, intuitive, psychic. Cancer's intuitive, empathetic, psychic. These two could make a very powerful pairing if both parties are highly evolved, I feel.
Definitely. I think I
think on the individuals.
I think me personally, when I've been around cancers, I do feel, you know, comfort with them. I do feel I can open up to them.
Okay.
And also I do feel that when I do speak to them, because, you know, obviously you got to look at your chart, guys. Remember looking at your chart. So with my chart is like my Mercury's in Pisces, but it's in the 9th house of Aquarius. So I like to open my mind. I'm reading, like, I've got 3 books already. I'm reading or attempting to read while I'm homeschooling, you know, not easy, but what I can take information. Not, I can't tell you everything about the book, but I can take information. And if I'm talking to a cancer, I'll say what I've learned, and cancer's like, and I can see them taking it all in. It's not to say that they'll copy; they just want to learn, because cancers are very intelligent people, you know. So they want to learn.
They're emotionally intelligent.
I think all water signs are emotionally intelligent, all of them. I think Scorpion's a little bit different because they've got that Mars. You know, they've got that Mars energy, but I think especially Cancer and Pisces, they're very emotionally intelligent, and also their intelligence. Not to say it's not from them; it is from the water, but it is also from the Earth element. So Cancers get it from the Capricorn, and Pisces get it from the Virgo, and you know what I mean, and so on and so on. So, but this pairing can work, but I just think that Pisces, not to say they give up, but I do think that they just need a lot of space. I think it depends on what Pisces it is. They just need space. I think last deacon, they need more space than the other 2, you know. But cancers have to respect that, and also Cancer won't have to tell Pisces they need space. Pisces will know
from their mood. They'll pick up intuitively,
and just like,
that's what I'm saying. It could be a very beautiful bond if both partners are highly evolved and respectful and maybe mature enough to, because you can be young, you could be like a teenager and be in this pairing and still respect the connection. It depends on the individual.
I think it's more Cancer men, Pisces women
For this pairing,
more than the Cancer woman and the Pisces man. I think the Pisces man might make Cancer woman just run around in circles.
Not understanding.
But I think either way it can work. I think either way, I've seen this pair work. I've seen it work.
It's a beautiful pairing. I have nothing really that negative to say. I think it can work in a relationship,
a friendship,
a partnership, and it will be a deep spiritual friendship and a deep spiritual relationship, possibly a life partner relationship as well.
So I think go on. What was you saying?
Yeah, life partner relationship.
So I think we've recognized that Cancer, obviously this is our view, but Cancer and Libra.
Yep.
Cancer and Scorpio.
Yeah,
Cancer and Pisces. Cancer and Virgo.
Yep.
Cancer and Taurus.
Yep.
Cancer and Cancer.
Yep.
Yeah. But remember, this is our view. Yeah.
Please comment below on your experiences.
Yeah, please comment below.
I would love to know. I love reading you guys' messages. So please let me, I want to see what you guys feel and think, your relationship experiences.
So that was all the compatibility, empath.
So that was the channel. I mean, that was a video, guys. I hope you guys liked it. We will be back again next month. We'll be spilling the tea in astrology on Leo. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Thank you, Rashida Kakri, for tuning in. Much appreciated. Sorry, guys. I need my glasses, hence why I'm holding my head. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Peace.
Take care, guys. Bye.
And before we go, one more thing. NIKKI-K, tell the listeners where they can, where they can view you, your videos, etc.
I am on Instagram, Beyond Astro K. I'm also on Twitter, Beyond Astro K, and I'm also on YouTube, Beyond Astro K. I've actually put a video up today for the Mars and Aries. So yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out.
And guys, please follow me on Instagram, Empath Butterflies 18. That's me. I'm Empath B. It's NIKKI-K. It's been a pleasure. Peace out.
Bye. Bye. Bye.